You aren't sure how much time has truly passed since you arrived in this strange land. Having met with two unlikely friends in the forest, they managed to keep you safe, for now at least. But with you all making your way towards the port city of Rohasian, the reality of your situation is becoming more and more hard to deny. But there is a glimmer, a spark of hope, and it shines down like the many stars in this moonless night. As you're all but a few miles away from the city's outer walls, what's left in your minds in this moment of solace?
Gunther is going to he's going to roll up another cigarette as we're walking. I think nicotine addiction is what's on his mind at the moment, as he is still coming to terms with where we're at. And I'm going to voice let you know, I really hope that this village has tobacco.
Yeah, me too. I'm kind of running a little bit low on my supply.
We bought some bags. It's just I'm more worried that this world doesn't have any.
Yeah, well, I'm running a wee bit low. Normally, I keep 2 or 3 pouches on me, but done went broke. That's why I took that job with that one guy.
The port city is starting to get closer and closer.
I will mention, I mentioned this might be a trading port, and that reminds me. What kind of currency do they use here? Because I'm betting we don't have it.
This sounds like a breakthrough across in the bit.
Let's hope they still take some form of gold coin.
We have no.
We might.
We have no way of knowing. So
we might not want to use said coin advertising we're outsiders. For all intents and purposes, I think we need to act like we're broke.
That being said, and he is not trying to be the voice of reason. And Iskandr is feeling basically that there's a smile on his face, but of course there's still the looming sense of dread of how the fuck do we get out of here.
So, as you all continue to walk, you begin to notice there seems to be a small flock of birds that are starting to fly from the forest to Rohasian as you walk towards a hill, and once you've reached the peak of this hill, you are able to see it. The large, looming stone walls with a front, seemingly open gate to the city of Rohasian. You are able to see that next to the gate is a guard post. But from this distance, it doesn't seem to be manned. I would say you're about 90 to 100 feet away from the entrance.
Turn to Iskandr. Gunther's going to turn to Iskandr and say, well, you said you want to do the talking. Do you want to head on up in case there's someone we don't see?
Yes, let's do it.
I would like to scan the walls while we go, just to, with my Mason's proficiency, which let me pull up the thing here, features and traits. Where's it in? Alright, let's see. I can spot irregularities in any stone walls or floors. What is it? What are the walls made out of? Are they made out of stone or wood?
The walls are made out of organic stone.
Okay. Would I notice any irregularities in them, such
Make
as trap doors and secret passages?
make for me an insight check.
Insight. Let's see. Would I be able to use investigation just because it specifically says with Mason's tools, investigation, you gain additional insight when
Oh.
inspecting stone structures?
Um,
I will still use insight if you prefer. I was just asking because that's weird wording. Investigation, you gain additional insight. What
yeah,
the
that is weird wording because that's how I remembered it. Anyways, you can use investigation if the modifier is
All
high.
right. All right, let's see. 16.
16. You are able to detect from your distance, at least, you're able to detect anything that looks like a hidden entryway or perhaps even a opening for traps of any kind. But you are familiar with rocks, and you do notice that the type of stone used for these walls is a strange mixture of shale, of limestone, of cobblestone. It's this strange, almost amalgamation of these different types of rock that would be familiar to you on Sinceris, but because you are not from this world, this world has never been known to you. You aren't sure of what type of stone this could be.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take a puff from my cigarette as I'm scanning the walls, and after a moment, I'm just gonna go. They got some weird rocks here.
Well, noticing that, we rested and there's no sun, I would say the rocks are the least of our worries right now.
Yeah, but I mean, that looks kind of similar to limestone, and the interesting thing about limestone deposits is that a lot of them come from fossilized remains of ancient sea creatures, which, given that we are near a port town, does make some kind of sense, but still does make me question more about the place's geography.
You say this as you all begin to approach the front gates, the entrance to the city. And from just a few feet away, you are able to see through the open gate towards a bustling district filled with the one thing you had all hoped to see: life. Though the people, despite them appearing as commoners, they all seem to be dressed rather adequately. More so than the rest of you, especially your fellow Tabaxi friend. And I think for the sake of this, we will switch scenes. As soon as you start to approach the guard post, you all hear a familiar sound. The sound of a hawk letting out a cry as it flies overhead of you. But you notice that it begins to get closer to you as you all see this feathered familiar creature as it lands gracefully on a perch by the guard station, looking towards you all, curiously cocking its head.
Okay.
Wait, you said this was familiar.
I assume you all would know that hawks do exist in Sunceris.
Okay. I see.
Not like a specific hawk we've seen before. Okay, yeah. I am. Gunther is very unnerved by this, and he's gonna say, I think maybe we just keep walking.
Nonsense. This is clearly some kind of... Watch it. Iskandr will wave to the bird.
The bird just looks at you for a moment. It blinks its eyes, and before you know it, it starts to move towards the guard station. As you notice, there's a small bowl with some kind of ripped up, what looks to be fish and some kind of animal carcass, and it begins to eat.
Oh, man. I would like to see if we can get anything in town while we're here. So let's continue on in.
Gathering information first.
Yes, I agree. Well, getting things, information, is definitely one of those things. I just don't want to be obvious that we're outsiders.
So, will you begin to enter and pass by the gate?
Yes.
Can I try to pet the hawk?
All right. Make for me an animal handling check.
I got a 4.
You attempt to pet the hawk, but as soon as you do so, its head moves to look at you with almost an unnatural speed, and it starts to peck at your hand, almost to shoo you away. I would like for Val, Iskandr, and Kaelen. I want the three of you. Kaelen, this wouldn't have counted if you didn't interact with the bird. So I want the three of you to make for me an Arcana check.
I got a 14.
10.
Let me do a little... Oh, good. Wait, I'm good with Arcana. I got a 7.
Who got the 14?
Kaelen did.
All right. Kaelen, I'll say you're the only one that notices this before you fully cross into the gate to Rohasian. It's quite fast. Before a moment, you see the eyes of the hawk flash with a greenish-blue tint before it fades away as the hawk continues to eat.
Did you guys see that?
See what?
See what?
You ain't see that hawk's eyes change all colors and stuff?
No.
I mean, when the deer started talking to us, I didn't want to interact with it because I figured, who knows what other animals might want to say. Or
It
oh no,
could've
maybe
been
the moon was just playing tricks on me.
It could have been, well, if there was light, it could have been that, but who knows?
I want to try to pet it again now. It's magical. I've got to touch it.
The moment you do so, it starts to take a defensive stance with its wings, and it's backing up, almost to try and intimidate you to not touch it.
Yeah. Never mind. Can't touch me, magic bird or nothing.
Let's not
Especially
go mess
don't touch
with
it, magic.
Let's not mess with the wild animals. We don't know.
I don't think it's wild, but that makes it... I think
It's
this makes it
definitely not wild.
personally.
I should still just not mess with the animals. Last
Yeah.
thing we ran into tried to eat us, so.
No, well, last time we watched over you guys while y'all slept.
Referring to the Treebeast. The last.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you all begin to enter in the first part of Rohasian. The common folk, for now, seem to not notice any of you. They all seem to be quite busy with personal matters, tending to shops, escorting families to dinner, breakfast. You aren't even sure, but one thing does become quite obvious. These people are functioning perfectly fine, as if nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. Despite that, you know you are still outsiders, and eventually you will be noticed. So, as you are now in the first district of Rohasian, what do you do?
I think
should we
might
start
wanna
looking
look
for
at-
that doctor guy?
I think that would be a very good idea.
As you're all walking, Val, you are approached by clearly a strange cloaked figure. They seem to be the same height as you, but with an older, gravelier voice in their tone. May I interest you in an astral reading? As the figure extends an old hand with long fingernails and strange bejeweled rings on their finger. Their face is hidden due to a hood over their head.
Will this cost anything?
She takes a second, and for a moment you see a flash of purple in her eyes before they fade. For you, dear, not a cent.
Her clearly noticing this purple and it having a lot of meaning to her with her goddess. Val just kind of nods a little, like she's like trying to pull back a little, but just very awkwardly accepting this woman's astral reading.
Perfect. And she reaches into a small bag that is to her side, and she takes out a very tiny piece of parchment. When you reach the Moonlight Quarter, look for this. And she hands the scroll to you.
Thank you.
She, without another word, walks away from you, and in a matter of seconds, you notice as her form starts to dissipate into nothing but stardust before flying away. Do you open the scroll?
Yes.
We get to the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an odd interaction. I ain't never seen nobody turn the stars forward.
That was certainly something.
This place is weird.
I suppose
You can say
in a
that
place
again.
with- I suppose in a place with an eternal night sky, dividing the stars.
The
is important.
You open the scroll, Val, and it reads.
Guys, the scroll that she just gave me, she said when the moon's at its quarter, and it to look for this, and it says in Moonlight Square behind a shaded hollow, the 4-pointed star is your fate to follow. So we're looking for a 4-pointed star in Moonlight Square, wherever that may be.
Oh, I love riddles. My meemaw used to read me all kinds of riddles when I was younger.
We need to ask around town.
Would it be like the Northern Star? Since, you know, when that thing's kind of depicted, it's got 4 points.
I'm not too sure.
I
But
don't think this is an entirely new world. I don't think it's and I don't think we have the same stars, fam.
Maybe not, but we speak the same language, so who knows what's different.
I would imagine that the actual stars in the sky, at the very least, they'll kind of look up.
this may be something of note for us to try and find.
I think it's our only lead so far.
Yeah.
You look up to the sky, Iskandr, and I assume you're trying to look for a northern star of any kind?
Yeah.
Okay, make for me a perception check.
Okay. Goodness, I cannot get through the yours. Luckily, I'm burning this on what's hopefully kind of unimportant. 12. Can
12.
with my guidance.
You don't seem to notice any 4-pointed stars in the sky. The stars you see are... Regular is a word to use. It's very similar to a starry sky on Samsaris. But there's just something ever so off about the stars in the sky that you just can't quite put your finger on. But other than that, you don't see a 4-pointed northern star.
You just said at quarter.
Iskandra's gonna look up. The moon isn't actively, like, spinning. Oh my god. It's not actively changing phases.
There's something... It's something strange, but you remember on your first night when you arrived here that there was clearly a singular blue moon in the sky. But it's been some time since then, and you don't see a moon.
Maybe it's a Tom?
Maybe.
I have a way to
Like instead of calling it noon, it's...
I say we should maybe look for a library, like Gunther was saying. That will probably be of more use to us than asking and risking.
I think Iskandr should find someone and ask them where they could lead us to the library. He's a little more talkative, he says, and besides, I think out of all of us, he definitely looks the most like he'd want to get into a library, unfortunately. I'm going to look down at him. I'm going to say, did you know that the last city I was in actually kicked me out of the library?
What did you do?
I said I wasn't dressed the type. I mean, to be fair, I also might have accidentally started a small fire, but it was small and contained.
that's
Those are two very different things. One is entirely justified.
I said I wasn't dressed for it. It's not my fault that my clothing happened to incorporate explosives. Children get curious.
You can do
I
that?
get it, but that woman should have told her kid not to pull the pins on my outfit.
Do you say this out loud?
I am saying this to the party. Yes.
Okay.
Goodness.
The moment you do so, a crowd of about 4 people who they seem to be dressed in some kind of religious attire with masks across their face, gold masks that seem to be very well made and very expensive. They look at you, and for a moment they seem apprehensive before chuckling to themselves and moving on. And I assume you're walking and talking while doing this.
Yes.
Yes.
What direction, other than the only one you can go to, which would be this way?
I'm just waiting. I was just waiting for
just
Iskandr to decide who he wanted to talk to.
Iskandr would have been walking and talking, so they just would have been walking further in.
All right.
Probably towards this general central area here.
So, as you are continuing to walk deeper into this first section of Rohasian, you all see a sort of small park-like area. It seems to be a garden in the shape of a quatrefoil. The centerpiece of this garden seems to be a large fountain made of sleek limestone. And strangely, 4 people seem to be praying to this statue that sits in the middle of the fountain. The statue is of a feminine figure dressed in an ornate, beautiful gown made of butterflies, a mask on her face, and a gilded crown, holding out a sword with one hand and a kind, gesturing hand in her other.
With some good scouting areas, players can deploy those that took to their
Now that's something I can pray to. Good lord.
I think that's. I'm gonna say. I think that's our statue that we're not supposed to mock or do anything bad about. I'm gonna say very quietly.
Yes. This is obviously of either a goddess or deity that they heavily look up to. So I would not make fun.
I want to pray at it.
Okay. You go to this fountain, and as you're approaching it more and more, you start to hear mumbled prayer from the people around this statue. And it's in that moment that your eyes notice there is a plaque at the basin of this fountain. It is free for you to read.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to try to read it.
Yeah, I want to read it.
All right. I'm going to actually. So Kaelen, you're reading this. Where are you? There you are.
Sorry, I'm also watching my son right now.
Oh,
I'm trying to multitask. I'm not doing great at it.
you're completely fine. You read the plaque, and it reads.
6345 working is a huge vehicle effective in severe conditions. Hence, name the Army. The Commands Company collaborating with
Like the wings of a butterfly, let my wings embrace you all.
microwave
Could this be a statue of the Butterfly Queen?
this truck.
Is it stonework?
I think they'll give them easy hits.
So these people are worshipping her, but those who aren't here fear her?
4220 Arctic is classified
It's the movie.
weighs 29 in its configuration it boasts weights B plus.
I think she's something of a. I think she is something of a god in this place. He's kind
She
of
could be like the city's patron deity.
yes, this. Well, and to my understanding,
Let's dive into the pros and cons.
both gods tend to have mixed
As always,
reviews depending on where you go.
opening up the downsides list.
Especially when it's active and everyone's so hands on.
The only Azog that is a
As considering we have been, and she has literally sucked us here.
criticism.
Yeah.
Currently, 3 vehicles have been
Okay,
yet the Azog is the only one that seems
Kaelen,
been given command for a full knows itself.
as you kneel towards this statue, what do you say in prayer?
Right. However, turning circles are sharper than
Let me message it to you.
their muscles.
Okay.
Also, the steering will be your car when the vehicle is downside number 2, no change. Let's see. And one would infer that chain tire but that chain just tires. As explained in previous videos, this downside can have work around
This is an interesting turn of events.
where there is potential traction. However, to combat this,
As you say this prayer, muffled, not heard by the rest of your party, you suddenly feel something on your shoulder. It is something that only you can see, as the cityscape around you has faded into a darkened space. You look and you can see that a stone butterfly sits on your shoulder, flapping its wings slightly. It seems to be conscious and looking at you. Before long, it flies away, and you are able to see the back of a large looming figure. Very, very similar to that of the figure you see in the fountain. Their back is towards you, but you hear a voice. My knight, thank you. And all at once, you flash back, and you are sitting in front of the fountain again. But you feel different. The moment you do so, the rest of the party, you all see something that shocks all of you. As just under the cheeks of Kaelen, you see what looks to be like gold. Strips of gold that seem to be mixed in with Kaelen's skin, as it goes from the innermost part of his cheek all the way up to his forehead. And then stops.
Ooh, I'm gonna.
You have golds on your face.
I'm gonna scratch my cheek, popping off a small brass ball with a squelch as I do so. Welcome to the Somebody Fucked With Your Complexion Club.
Hey, shit, they do face painting here too? Hell yeah, this place is awesome.
I don't think that's normal.
Could like being that that's also like a style of game. Just mark your face for playing to it.
There is only one.
Maybe she left a mark on him. I know some gods and goddesses do that.
Why did you pray to her?
I mean, one way to try and gain information, I guess.
Go straight to the source, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, we did get that letter from her. So
But we still need to find a library or where this is, although now that he's got that
Hey.
mark,
Yes.
We have no idea what it does. No, sorry. Iskandr is going to reach out and sort of grab. I'm going to sort of grab Kaelen by the sides of his face, and then like try to analyze this this new fucking mark on his face.
Kaelen, do you let Iskandr do that?
Suck it, yeah. Touch it.
All right. Iskandr,
Just be gentle.
as you feel about Kaelen's face, you can still feel he has regular skin for the most part, but the moment your thumb crosses over into that part of his cheek that's turned gold, it turns from soft skin into a harder material, as if gold has been literally implanted into his skin. And the mark you are able to trace with your finger, it starts essentially where the cheek meets the nose, and then it arcs across the cheek and then goes up, stopping right before the forehead under the eyes.
Tell you what, I'm gonna try to see what the hell this could do. Could I?
In what way?
Well, considering Iskandr has probably done a lot of research on like magical markings, because well, he has one. I don't like the. And I'm trying to decipher if this is familiar and similar to any other any of the like godly markings that people obtain in Sansaris. Or if this is some other kind of or if this has some other kind. There's other kinds of like magic present with this. Like as if this could be some kind of scrying thing, or something that will spread, or something like that.
Great truck in those tough times, yet there are a few factors that just keep it from reappearing.
I would say, in your research, you know that
Now, we could argue that it's
certain people's connections with certain gods can lead them to having changes. This is nothing new to you. You've also been changed, as you have a mark of Krona, and this is clearly something similar in that vein. I want you to make me a religion check.
Okay.
It does have limitations.
If I roll another 8, I think I'm going to detonate. 8 plus 3 would be 11.
11. You aren't able to find an exact comparison, but I can tell you at least what you feel as your thumb rubs over this gold part of Kaelen's face.
What is that? Drinking?
You feel for just a moment a sense of protectiveness, but it's marred in something you can't understand. And for some strange reason, you are filled with even more dread because of it.
Wait, is Kaelen feeling dread too?
The existence of the markings, that's concerning.
Alright, forget this. I'm just gonna go talk to one. We can argue about it later.
Please be
Better to
respectful.
ask for forgiveness.
Gunther's just gonna give a
Do my
thumbs
best.
up.
Just be respectful.
So, are you going up to one of the worshippers?
Yeah, I will.
All right. You walk up to one of them, and you clearly see a gnomish woman with tan skin and freckles. She has auburn hair that separates into 2 ponytails on her head as they drape down her shoulders, and she is in a kneeling position, hands pressed together. And you walk up to her, but she doesn't seem to take notice of you.
Excuse me, mate. I was just wondering if you could point me towards the nearest library, pretty please.
One moment. And she bows to the statue before looking at you, and she stands up. If you are looking for the library, you are... Oh, Sprigonia, bless you! And her eyes widen as she clearly notices the mark that's now on your cheeks. And she smiles. Oh, I do
Well,
apologize.
That's amazing hospitality.
My name is Sharon. You are looking for a library, yes?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Do mind my curiosity. Are you a follower of Her Grace?
Yeah, freshly so. She called me her knight when we talked.
Oh my. If you keep going east, you should be able to find the library. It is across from the church. I must go tell Mother Mary. And she bolts towards the same direction she mentioned you go in to find the library.
Oh. Alright, I'll go back to the group now. Guys, well, I may have accidentally told her I was going to burn the whole village down. No, I'm just playing. She said if we just keep going.
Because this would have been Iskandr's face if it was mentioned that actively that the queen and then that Kaelen told the priest that he talked to the queen.
Nice face.
But we just need to keep going east on this here road, and we'll end up to a library. It's across from a church, apparently.
Oh,
Okay. That sounds like
People around here are real nice, like.
it could have something to do with the marks on your face. But
I don't know. She's gonna go tell her mom or something.
DM. It is kind of important. Did that conversation happen when we were flying?
I would say yes. It was close enough for you to hear it.
Okay, good. Great. I don't know how good this is for us. I'm kind of concerned, though. If we didn't want to draw attention,
well, I think we're gonna draw attention with the marks on his face, especially if these are people who are very religious. They're going to notice.
You guys think I could get me one of those masks and one people had? That way we can cover my face?
I don't think those were masks in hindsight.
Oh. Bitch.
I could just pull my hood up and keep my head down. I just had to hold on to one of y'all guys to direct me.
They've already seen you, and they're close.
Well, these people have, not everyone.
They
Goodness.
sounded
The police said that
friendly.
they were going to go look, and I go get someone.
Maybe we're just thinking about it all wrong. They seemed friendly with him having the marks.
Okay,
So
for now,
Yeah, she's gonna go tell her mom. You heard that.
She said to you that she is going to tell Mother Marai. Make of that what you will.
Yeah, Kaelen's not very religious. He doesn't know how, like, religion works. Or if nothing else, I should buy some bread we can share.
I've got a day's worth of rations and a few supplies. I think we might need to find a library, find out what we're dealing with,
yes,
and then maybe see if we can take some odd jobs around town to make money. They said it was a library. Some libraries have message boards around the front. Some.
yes.
yeah.
And if not, this place seems very religious, so I bet the church has jobs for us to do.
I'd second guessing
we're
that.
doing jobs for the church. That implies we that implies we are actively doing more to hopefully to do that currently has us tracked here.
It could be beneficial to keep our enemies closer. At least be in good graces.
Oh, hey, we're not enemies of nobody. The fountain's right there. We're best friends, see?
Oh, yes.
You guys are talking too loud.
Okay.
Goodness, I mean, I didn't just sell my soul to, like, the worst person on earth, did I? Or on this here realm, did I?
I don't think so.
Well, based on what our Will-O-Wisp friend said, she isn't the greatest person, for sure, but...
Okay, once again, we're right beside the statue. We're not supposed to be talking shit.
All goddesses, have their faults.
I will say that as you are talking, the people around the statue who are praying are beginning to get out of their prayer stance.
We should head on it then.
We should probably
head on.
Kaelen,
Well, I'll see you guys someday. Kaelen's gonna wave to the priest and just try to pull you guys east towards the library.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all start to head east.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You all continue to go east. And the moment you do so, you do see a sign around here, and the sign reads, "Entering Starlight Square." And as soon as you go in to Starlight Square, you are able to see a lot more tightly packed together houses and a church. There is a church to the north of you, relatively, and a what seems to be a library to the south. It is a rather small library. All right. You see multiple job listings. You see job listings that would require you to go to a place known as the Shade District. You see job boards requiring fishermen down in Moonlight Quarter, and you see two postings for two different mercenary companies. One called the Blades of the Countess, and one called the Toussaint Mercenary Company.
What are we feeling like doing, guys?
We should probably just go into the library first. That's not good.
Oh, what are do the job offers give any details?
A few of them do. The one that requires you to go to Moonlight Quarter would need you to be proficient in fishing. But it would only pay about 20 butterfly coins. The other jobs, however, are a bit more. They would pay a bit more. The one for the Shade District would pay you around 50 butterfly coins. You see the two mercenary companies listings, and one seems to just be a general hiring for the Toussaint Mercenary company, and it would, on sign up, it would give you and whoever is with you 50 butterfly coins at start, plus you would be able to get a living quarter at the Mercenary Guild. For the Blades of the Countess, however, the job is a bit more specific, as it would require you to escort a very important religious artifact from the Shade District to the church. But that one would pay you around 80 butterfly coins. And of course, you do see a couple of wanted posters. But one of them stands out to you, as you see a clearly drawn figure of what looks to be a cat head with long goat-like horns. And written on this wanted poster is "Wanted dead or alive, Dr. Vidette."
That's who we're supposed to be looking for.
That's problematic.
That's one of them, yeah.
Well, he's supposed to know what when we find Milo.
Then that means we are on even more of a time crunch than we realized. Great. I don't know about any of you, but I don't think I have any.
Unless I was
I don't
out.
think I do either.
Unless we were out, I don't know, gallivanting for money. I mean, I don't think any of us would have any.
I don't know about you guys, but are you thinking, like, we were hired originally to move a priceless artifact, and we got here? Are you guys thinking that maybe if we move that one, we might be able to get back home? In some weird twist of fate sort of ordeal?
It's a long shot, but I see the logic.
I don't think that
It's better than any shot we have right now.
I agree.
I really don't think that this is like a. I think we are brought here to do something, and until we do that, or we find another way, or we find another way out, we are not going to randomly get sucked back home.
Okay,
We
well, do you
randomly
have a way
got-
to make money right now? Because that one's the most money. And
Well,
it seems
that's
relatively
fine.
easy enough.
And doing it for money,
So,
that's
and
fine. But
if we get to go home, it's
it's
just a plus. Don't expect anything. I mean, well, something, not expect nothing. Just hope for it.
It would be nice to build some rapport with the locals, even if we're trying to not stand out. And we would also be able to look in the church, most likely. So we would get a concept of their religion, which is very important in some places.
I mean, yeah, they got a fountain of people. Just so they got to be somewhat important.
Yeah.
I just have a really bad feeling about all of this.
Me
I don't know.
too.
Well,
And I'm
Look.
still
best chance scenario, we get
The
to go
one-
back home. Worst case scenario, we get money.
the one thing that stood out to me too is the woman said something about Moonlight Quarter.
We need to find that district.
Could that be something? Because it couldn't even be a time. It could be go to Moonlight Corner, go to this spot. That
Yeah, the four things starred might be an inn or something, like a cavern.
Yeah.
it's like behind behind a shaded hollow, so it could be a tree, a building. I'm unsure. So
Oh no, I know first thing we need to get some money though. Because
yes,
you guys need to eat.
I have a ration.
Don't you? Oh wait, that's both. Never mind.
I think I don't know. Val kind of grabs at her like horns a little and just kind of like winces a bit. My head's just hurting. It's these damn horns. She'll
I
like
get it.
she'll crack her
Oh,
neck.
I understand. Heavy beat ahead.
They've been growing since I was a kid.
Have you ever tried to like fire one maybe? Maybe just to keep them a little bit smaller?
I haven't
Where they
even
don't like hurt your head?
I haven't even tried to mess with them at all.
Can you feel through them? Like, are they like little fingers? Or are they like your teeth where...
It feels like rods are shoved through my head. So I
But
can,
like, can you feel the horns themselves? Or does it just affect your skull?
it's weird. Like it's kind of like, I would say it's more like teeth. I can't feel through them. But like, or kind of like when you clip your nail too low, or you like do something like that and it hurts. Like that.
Or if you want, I think I might have like a nail file around on me somewhere. We could try it. I don't know if it would help your headache or not, but
Maybe during our next rest, that'd be very nice. Thank you.
or I could try to whittle them for you. Maybe put like some cool designs in there.
Maybe.
Put scary girl horns on it. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. maybe design some planes going up them.
Okay, I have returned. We can continue.
Oh, we were just yapping roleplay while you were gone. So
Indeed.
That's good. Keeping
Just a little bit of yapatry.
keeping on
Taking
progress. So,
Yeah.
what do you do with this newfound information?
Should we vote on this?
I think if we want to make money, the most expensive one will probably be the best for us.
And then we could also figure out more about the locals, because if we're transporting something, then people are gonna, when we get there, they're gonna want to talk or something like that. Maybe we can understand more of their culture.
I agree, but I feel like we should also look around the library while we're here.
Yes, we came here to
for sure.
explore the library. I don't see why we are talking about the jobs we need to take first. We're crossing a market for just kind of.
We could split up, maybe. Smart people
I'd
go in the
rather
library
stick together.
Why?
And just like two take easy jobs. That way, it's just kind of like, killing two birds with one stone.
Absolutely not. We are in a place that we don't know, in a world that we don't know. We should absolutely not split up.
That's probably not
For
too
someone that
safe.
sees the future, you're scared a lot. But okay. It's whatever you guys want to do. I'm just here for the ride. I'm gonna roll
I
me
do
a
think
cigarette.
it's safer to stick together.
So,
Be careful.
the four of you decide to go into the library. A small, quaint library in the Starlit Quarter. And as you enter in, the interior is incredibly well decorated with things you've never seen before. There are plants that are completely foreign to you that would interest only one of you, but are still interesting nonetheless. There are strange weapons hung on the wall and what seem to be fossils. And all the while, there are rows and rows of books. And there is a front desk, and behind the front desk, you see what you assume to be a drow woman, but she has long blue hair that goes down past her shoulders, and she seems to be wearing a half white and golden mask. And she notices you. Oh, visitors to the library. It's a pleasure to see all of you. Welcome.
I like your mask. Your mask is cool as hell. Where do I get one of them?
Oh, this was a gift. But, welcome to the Starlight Library. How may I help you?
Just surprising.
Val's kind of. We're looking for some information on, like, the town. For research papers.
If you're looking for
Yeah, we're big history buffs.
If you're looking for Rohasian history, you could go down to the second row of books, down section B.
Also, while we're here, could you perhaps let me see a book about our Lord and Savior, the Queen?
Oh, you wish to see a book about Sprigonia? I have a few religious texts, but they're on the second floor.
Alright, is there a specific section I need to be looking, or they just sporadically out through there?
The second floor is only for religious texts, so it should be easy to find.
Ah,
Though if you're looking for even more religious texts not pertaining to Sprigonia, we do have Codex Primordia, if that will interest you.
oh yeah, that seems to fit nicely, actually.
Very well. Do you wish to take those books out, or are you going to read them here?
Can I take them with me?
Of course.
I'll bring them back, promise.
I will of course have to mark your name down and everything in order for you to bring it back. How long would you want to keep the book for?
Well, I'm kind of a slow reader. I don't. How long would you recommend for a slow reader?
She thinks for a moment, and you notice that her hair begins to glow slightly with a bluish tint before fading. I would say 3 weeks and 2 days.
Well, 3 weeks and 2 days then.
Perfect. What is your name? And we don't have to roleplay the whole thing, but she will be able to mark down any of your names and what book you wish to rent out from the library.
Oh.
In that case, Iskandr would be interested in probably something speaking on the various different forms of magic practice here, more specifically that strange divination that I assume was just they just did.
Okay. You would be able to find a book on the magic practiced here in Sprigonia.
I would guess that Valorie would like to if there is a book that could help with the scroll that was found, she would like to try and find either something about the streets or maybe local legend.
Like a map?
I would say if it's something of that specific in nature, you wouldn't be able to find that, but you would be able to find a pretty well drawn map of the Moonlit Quarter. And if you look, it is it is much more artistically drawn than how it is on the actual map in Rodeo. But you are able to see that there is a windmill in the center of Moonlight Quarter, and it is clearly very close to the docks. So you can take that and peruse it to potentially find answers you've been looking for.
Okay. I would like to, while they're looking at that, I would like to try and find more information on the districts of the city, and if possible, I want to find out some information on the wall.
On the wall. Specifically pertaining to what in regard to the city?
Oh, the strange stone it seemed to be made out of. Gunther's curious at this point.
Okay, make for me a perception check to see what you would find pertaining to that. Or what you would be able to find. A 15. You would be able to come across a section in the library, and it's kind of like those sections in museums where they have like a glass case with all these rare sedimentary rocks and things like that are rarely ever seen in everyday life, and you are able to see that for the type of stone that you recognized from the walls, and the stones here are named named very strangely. You see one called Cross Hailstone, and it is clearly that same stone material that is used across the wall here surrounding Rohasian. But you also see many different stones that you've never seen before.
Okay. We'll take the time to, being a mason and someone with my background, I'm going to take a moment to look at them while we're learning about the place.
Okay. And
While the rest of the party's doing their thing.
Kaelen?
Yeah, what's up?
You were looking for something as well.
Yeah, I was looking for more of like stuff about like the queen, and like what's expected, like her tenets almost, her tenets and her morals.
Are you looking for specifically only that, or are you still interested in finding Codex Primoria?
I'm more so interested in just the queen right now. He's trying to figure out what he just sold his soul to. I'll check out the other book. I can read that later on.
For information about the queen, make for me an investigation check.
I feel like this is kind of important, so I'm going to use that nat 20.
Okay. Natural 20. You're easily able to find on the second floor a very small book that has the imagery of a butterfly on the cover, and the title reads "The Story of Our Queen." Strangely, though, it doesn't seem to have a written author.
Oh. Oh, shit.
What do you do with this book, though? Now that you have it.
I want to read through like as much as I can.
Okay.
Like I want to like go to like the index or glossary, whatever it's called, and look for, like I said, like the tenets, the morals, whatever. Maybe just more about her as a ruler rather than a god. Just to see what she was, and like if she was ever just like a mortal ruler.
Okay. I will say, as you are all doing this, you do hear the sound of a bell coming from outside. The bell rings 10 times, and it would signify as to how late and or early it is at the current moment. But with what you've all been looking for specifically, who would like to go first on what they discover in this study hour?
Well, Valorie would say something about the windmill she had noticed in the map. I was looking at this map, and I mean, 4-pointed star, could it maybe not even be a star? It could be this windmill here.
That's a really good point. I
Because with all of these, from what I'm looking here, it's called Moonlight Quarter, so maybe it has nothing to do with astral readings anyway. It could just be a guide as to where to go.
I think that's a good a guess as any. I think we should follow up on it. Anyone else?
I think that's fine.
I found, I did some research on some of the local building materials, trying to make sure that, my old technique should still work fine, and I'm assuming, Lee, that there isn't anything to suggest that if this place would be any more particularly difficult than any other type of stone structure, like in general, for what I'm thinking of.
Oh, I will be right back.
I will say that, particularly with the stone that you found, the stone that was used for the wall, you would be able to gather that that stone has been used in Rohasian for hundreds of years, and make of that piece of information what you will. But what you would be able to gather is that this type of stone is very reliable. It is less susceptible to things normal in Sansaris, like erosion, and that is why it has been kept in use for the wall for so long.
Okay. So I will tuck that information away. But I will say I've been mostly doing research on some of the local building materials, see if that could offer us any insight. I've picked up a few things, but I'm still not quite sure yet.
As for you, Iskandr, you were looking through a book of arcane practice and knowledge that occurs here
I think he
in
left really
Sprigonia.
quick.
Is he back? Or is he not?
I believe so yet.
I don't think he's back that. Okay. Then we'll go to Kaelen. So, Kaelen, you were looking through this book, trying to find any information regarding the queen of this land, and you stumble upon some interesting history. I will share to you a piece of scripture in the book that stuck out to you the most. Give me 1 second. And there we go. The story of page. Alright. This is the piece of scripture that stuck out to you the most. On page 44.
Upside number 5. It's the best self-wadding leaf. To keep this upside short unit,
Oh shit!
The Forester, however, with its rotating cap and keep its headlights fixed,
Jeez. She don't seem too bad, actually. I mean, that's not orthodox, but that's not too bad. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to read this to the group. However, you guys take care. I am very dyslexic, so I'm probably going to struggle on a couple words.
You can read it in a summary
I'm
that
completely skipping the name, though.
only Kaelen could reproduce.
Oh, yeah, no, me and Kaelen are both dyslexic.
Awesome.
Well, she basically decided just to be an immortal to like take care of Sprigonia because her great grandmother, her great grandmother died or something, and she said, and I quote, "I have cast my mortality to ensure Sprigonia's growth and protection. You needn't fear sickness nor malice. You needn't hide from all the unknown, for I shall protect you all. Until the day our God comes back, I shall rule." I mean, that doesn't seem too like malicious to me. I don't know about you guys though.
The only thing is with our widow's friend. She
I'm back.
wasn't
Sorry.
she killed by like escaping the queen?
Yeah, but maybe, but doesn't every kingdom have its good and its bad? I mean, there's extremists everywhere, aren't there?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you're a religious person, are you not?
Very. But
Would you say that there's not some bad apples in your group as well? Because I know there's some bad apples where I come from.
there are. I mean, my parents shamed me my whole life for this, so who knows? And they
So
died
maybe
with that
maybe
shame.
we need to talk to more than just one person before we start casting judgment. I mean, I'm not like trying to like convince you of anything, but this here, to me, it just seems like a little person or a little girl missing her great grandma. Because like further down in the text, it talks about how she can do everything, but she's still lonely because she doesn't have her grandmother. And I'm really close to my meme, so I understand.
What was that last part that you didn't get to? I didn't get to hear that last part. What you said, Valorie.
My parents died with that shame, so the shame of me being born like this.
Oh.
She had no king. Oh shit! I know how Kaelen's gonna go about this now.
Iskandr, now that you've returned, I will say as your final bit of information sharing here, you look through a book of arcane practices that occur on Sprigonia, but you come across something strange. Normally, in books like these, there are pages and sections for each type of magic school, and there are here. The way they go about these practices are different. No question about that. But when you try to look for the divination section, the pages are ripped out.
Seems that someone doesn't look this thing off. the book to a librarian. Excuse me, ma'am. I can't notice this book appears to be damaged slightly.
You look for the librarian, but she is not there anymore.
Halfway through their sentence, Iskandr's just gonna stop as they realize, and as they realize that fact, hello? Is anyone around? He'll look around, and then he'll look around to see if his friends are about.
I would say you guys would be easily able to find each other.
No, I don't know. He isn't specifically looking for them beyond knowing that they're still there to make sure. This isn't one of those scenarios where everyone's vanished for some odd reason. So, just with them being gone, and with them not being gone, that's all Iskandr would be invested in. That being said, mending only works if I have all of the original pieces.
That is true.
I found that the hiring gearbox
I think I'll just put the book back. Maybe
a little bit sporadic,
try to find try to find a book about the cosmology of Sprigonia. Maybe a map of the stars or something like that, because that seems relevant.
Okay. I would say that you would be able to find multiple star maps. Strangely though, a lot of them seem to be very similar to each other, with slight differences here and there.
downside number 4.
That would be pretty normal for a star map, wouldn't it?
Once again, similar to the 6.36, due to the fast
Make me a history check.
Gonna be guidancing myself.
Downside number 5.
24.
24. You remember that there is one aspect about Sunsaris that is truly unique, and this is mostly due to the nature of the goddess Vishra, the goddess of space. You would know that yearly, the stars that shine down on Sunsaris change. It's as if the entirety of the space around Sunsaris moves with a routine and has differences, whereas with the star maps here, they barely have any difference.
Okay. That registering. I have a question for Sunsaris and about Sunsaris. Is dividing the stars something that's done there?
Oh, absolutely. It is very closely tied to those who religiously worship the goddess of space.
Okay. In that case. Alright. Way to make things harder on yourselves, but I guess, I don't need to do here this week. Just being able to like jot down, I'm trying to jot down my own little star map might be useful.
Yeah, I would say you'd be able to jot down your own star map.
Okay.
And just as a general question, are you all okay with the information that you've gathered, and you will soon gain more information because you are I assume some of you are planning to rent out some of these books.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Iskandr was gonna actually. I think Iskandr's still gonna work out the magic one.
You're gonna what? I'm sorry, couldn't hear you.
I cut myself off. I was saying that Iskandr is probably still gonna rent out the magic one.
Okay. I would say around the time that you want to check out these books, you hear the sound of the door to the library open as a bell rings. A very small bell just above the door rings, and you see the librarian. Oh, my apologies. I had to go out for lunch. Oh, you all have books that you want to take out.
Yes. I think we have to notice something. The beautiful book I entered the ranks was damaged.
Oh no, damaged how?
You see, I wanted to read through the section here on divination, but it seems the whole chapter is done.
The moment you say that, her eyes widen, and she suddenly clams up before speaking again. Oh, that kind of vandalism is exceedingly rare. I do hope you don't take this as rude, but I would prefer that damaged books be fixed before anyone takes them.
Do you have a way of restoring the lost pages?
I should be able to find any of these lost pages, or I could cross-reference and have a look at my notes.
Can I roll insight on that? I want to try to gauge whether or not she actually intends on repairing this book or just putting it away.
Okay. Make a roll for me. An insight check.
You're kidding. Okay. There's no way I can make that there's no way I can make that high. Actually, wait. What was the rules for inspiration again?
That she was going to fix the book, or
what
by
are the
finding
rules for inspiration?
For specifically what inspiration? The free D20, the free natural 20.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make that and I'm going to spend that and to have my free nat 20, which should make that 21.
Okay, you can tell that she definitely seems like she's going to attempt to do that, but she seems nervous.
I see. Well, Iskandr is going to nod before giving and before handing it out. Very well. I guess it's a shame. I think this is going to be a good read. Let me know when it's fixed, though.
I will send out word to you. What is your name again?
However, the frustration alone isn't due to being
You can tell me Iskandr.
Perfect. And she writes down the name and the book that you will be given when fixed. I assume the rest of you are going to mark down your books to be taken out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you are all easily able to gather up your books, and with 3 weeks, 3 weeks for one of you, the rest of you have a rented book for a full week, to be returned upon the due date to the Starlight Library.
It's not taking anything away from this field. These are just pure speculations, and I do want to leave you.
And I assume with that, will you all decide to leave with your newfound knowledge?
Yes. We should start making our way towards the windmill.
We're gonna do that before we get money.
Yeah, we're told that.
Okay. I was just confused. I didn't know what we were doing first.
I will say this. As the four of you leave the library, you notice that the board, a few of the flyers have been taken down, specifically for the job searches. And there is only one now left standing, and it is for the Toussaint Mercenary Company.
Oh, by the way, Iskandr is going to rush back in, and mention, I also wasn't and I wasn't paying attention to the ringing while I was meeting. Do you happen to know did you happen to catch the time?
Oh, the time. It's been a while since anyone has mentioned it, but no, unfortunately, I would not be able to give you the time.
Further ado, let's jump into it. Get out. The International 5000 series trucks.
But
Yeah,
I do know that in 3 weeks' time, the moon will shine down on Rohasian again, and when that happens, I will know when a certain person in your group needs to return their book.
With some
Excellent.
drawbacks, like disappearing season 8. So, before we dive into the pros
And I assume you reconvene with the party.
Yeah. That is they
configuration, it goes
I assume the person was able to track time, but the librarian didn't seem to know it.
Oh, I got this moon dial now. We could try to use to make sense of the time.
Alright, let's dive into the pros.
With what moon?
That's a fair point, but who knows? Maybe when it comes back, we'll be able to see it. Or maybe when the absence of the moon happens, that's when it's nighttime.
Let's not pull any punches.
Who knows?
Yeah, apparently it doesn't come back for another 2 weeks.
Part is set up for the
Well, maybe it's a 3-week long nighttime.
red flag is a huge deterrent. Having this feature doesn't change.
We don't know how it works here. We'll just.
But
But I
Shoot,
do
I don't
think
know.
we should make our way to the windmill.
But without differential locking, this causes
Yeah, we pondered around here a wee bit too long.
Yeah, that could be our 4-point star, maybe, that we're looking for.
That makes sense.
Downside number 2.
I forget. Iskandr, were you there when I described that there's only one job on the message board in front of the library?
Yes.
Okay.
The mercenary company.
Yes.
So, folks, for this one, despite it having a large fuel tank, you don't have to set up those
So, do you all wish to? Where do you wish to go?
I think we should make our way towards the windmill, personally.
I agree with that. It makes the most sense. Especially considering
I'm not under here, so windmill's the way to go.
All right.
Well, kind of would be the idea, even if we are not there on time, just to wait until someone shows up, hopefully. Assuming we have the right place, of course.
Well,
I'm the type of player who looks at a vehicle and asks a question and looks at
yes, I'm not too sure.
Can I grab that contract that's still on the board and I pocket it so nobody else can?
The one for the Toussaint Mercenary Company? Sure. You will be able to take that flyer down. It does have the address of the Toussaint Mercenary Company.
Okay. Just so nobody else can grab this. Seems like a good bit of money for not too bad of work.
For reference, so you all have it in your minds. The Mercenary Company is in Starlight Square, so you would be able to easily find it should you want to go there now.
Okay. Let's see. I think we might want to make sure we we want to make sure we're there at the correct time, but it might not, like you said, it might not be a time, but a place.
But if it is a time, we don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
Because we can always come back for that and do the contract.
Yeah, see, that's why I put it in my pocket. That way we'd have it.
Yeah.
But let's get the move on, guys. Let's
I agree.
Kaelen's just gonna walk.
So is it down this way?
Yeah.
All right. As the four of you begin to walk down Starlight Square, hoping to get towards the Moonlight Quarter, you eventually pass the large church that sits on the northern end of Starlight Square. And as you are all traveling, you do see behind the church there seems to be a cemetery. And next to the cemetery, you notice a strange statue that sits right about here. I'll use a token to signify the statue. So it would be right around here. And the statue depicts a figure that you've never seen before.
Is it similar to the other one? In any way?
No, it is incredibly different. It is a lone statue that seems to depict a woman dressed in well-decorated clothes. She has 2 long braids, but the braids wrap around her eyes, blinding her, and she wields 2 blades that seem to be decapitating some sort of faceless creature. A plaque is at the bottom, and the plaque reads 3 simple words. And I will actually post this one in the party chat for you to read out loud.
The Blonde Executioner.
Okay,
I don't think I like the
So,
statue. I think we should boogie away from it. This one gives me the heebie-jeebies, guys.
Could it possibly be another? If we take into the account of the religion in Sinceris, could it possibly be maybe another goddess or another creature or whatever?
Maybe
it
a
is,
hero?
Whatever it is, I hope we don't run into it. That is for sure.
No, that's kind of... I don't like it. Can we see into, like, the cemetery? To, like, whatever this is? Is it just, like, a big grave?
It would be one of those, I believe they're called mausoleums, that would have...
Oh, okay.
It's a normal thing in graves that is actually something shared within Sinceris, where very important people are put into those graves, along with all kinds of offerings, belongings, things like that.
Do you think there's a correlation between this and that mausoleum over there?
It could be, can I possibly, like, even if without going into the cemetery, can I look closer at, can Val kind of look to see if maybe, like, yet we haven't gotten to the windmill yet, but maybe this could be of some importance as well on the mausoleum, maybe to figure out either who's buried there or...
I would say make for me a perception check.
Okay. Ugh. That's a
Go ahead. Give it advantage because I want to use the Twist of Fate on you. The dice.
Okay, go ahead and do advantage. Okay.
I can do that, right, DM?
Yes.
Okay. And that's that's like a, what, +4 to that? Or what? Sorry. Or is it a D4 to it? Sorry. I'm a little...
For guidance? Guidance is a D4.
A D4. Gotcha. Right. So
Oh, I thought it was advantage. I'm sorry.
17.
17. You aren't able to see any type of correlation between the statue and the mausoleum, but you do notice something strange as you see a procession of about 8 individuals carrying a casket. They seem to be led by a strange masked bishop, a feminine figure, face covered with this completely gold mask. And you are able to actually hear all 8 of these individuals repeating a phrase. On wings you fly into her arms, your soul is free, safe from harm. On wings you fly into her arms, your soul is free and safe from harm. And they keep repeating the same 2-phrase mantra as they're leading this casket towards an open grave.
Well, that's certainly something. That's weird for sure.
Very odd.
You guys think I may have messed up by selling my soul to her?
Maybe.
Let's hope that maybe she's, as you read, maybe she's not as bad as it seems, but some of this is...
I mean,
really...
yeah, and it also seemed like she just needs a husband. Like, based later on that text, that she needs a king. So who knows?
Would you be willing to marry this woman that you don't even know?
It's better than marrying my cousin. My name all suggested.
What?
Okay. To each their own.
I'm sorry.
To each their own. There's probably people better than your cousin. But I don't know if
Yeah, but anyway.
if an immortal goddess or person is right for that.
Do you
Yeah,
decide
well,
to
we don't know
press
yet.
on?
Yeah, I think we should.
As you begin to press on, moving past the graveyard, you are able to see the beginning changes of the Moonlight Quarter as the roofs of the houses change from shades of red into calmer shades of green. And you actually are able to approach a very small park.
This is the last map. Pedro is there's no garage, so that could be factored into
The small park is in a hexagonal shape. Doesn't seem to have anyone inside or around it, but you notice that there is a small river that passes through part of the park, and some trees as well.
Looks nice, at least.
Is there anyone in it?
I did describe that there was no one in or around it, but you can make a perception check.
Oh, I'm sorry. The audio cut out.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, I'll make a perception check.
I'm not ranking these. I'm not saying like.
Who knows? I might see a hidden squirrel or something.
Try go pet it again.
Fucking hell yeah. 22. You best believe I'll try to pet it.
You do see someone. A hooded figure dressed in a deep blue hood. They seem to wield a staff and are taking a walk through the park. But the moment you notice them, they notice you, and they begin to run away.
Oh goodness.
Does anybody else see this? I'm fucking chasing them.
Yeah.
Talking them down.
Go.
On foot.
Go.
You see as they begin to run in this direction, the same direction as the windmill.
We should follow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Iskandr's just gonna wordlessly bucket start bucking it.
Just book it after this person.
Oh shit!
I've got to be
Physical
faster.
movement.
The figure runs all the way to the front of the windmill, and you can clearly hear them panting. As you notice, there is no one around this windmill. The windmill itself, it seems to be abandoned. The portion of the windmill that would move with the wind and churn whatever is inside, the wings of it are completely broken. And there seems to be greenery and moss growing all across the stone of this building.
Val is gonna.
Wait, did the person willingly stop?
The person stopped just in front of the entrance, but as soon as you approached, their hand is just in front of the knob, and they're hesitating.
Val's gonna
Excuse me.
kind of, yeah. We didn't mean to frighten
No, go
you,
ahead.
really. We just want answers, and We were led here. Is there anything you could you help, please?
The figure, their hand calms down before the knob, and they begin to stand at full attention now. The figure slightly turns its head. And what would you want of me? Help? I can't help you. I couldn't even help myself. And the figure turns to you fully and pulls down their hood. And you see a figure that comes out of a nightmare. Clearly a tiefling, but their horns seem to have overtaken their entire face and covered their eyes, with cracks opening here and there. A pale complexion and blue lips. What could I do for anyone? And that is where we'll end the session.